Hey guys, this is Gavin Hancock. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm wearing this nice shirt. It says "Pretending to be okay." Taylor made it for me, and it's actually very nice. I like it. So today you may be reading the title and be like, "This is yes, Wheel Decide is back, but in a different way this time." This time this pretty much will be what I had planned for my next two Wheel Decide series that I was going to do. And that was going to be randomize the drivers, and then instead of randomizing the races as well, actually do the races, but on NASCAR Heat 4. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing here, randomizing the drivers, and then instead of randomizing the racing results and the winners, I'm going to be doing the races myself on NASCAR Heat 5. And y'all going to be watching me do those races. Because this will be like a normal NASCAR Let's Play, in the fact that I will be recording the races as they are happening. So that should be fun. And I'm also doing this because I don't have another series planned. Other than PGR, I don't really have a possible Let's Play. So this is the best I've got for right now. But with that being said, if you don't know some of the ground rules for Wheel Decide, I will give you the rundown. So for Wheel Decide, pretty much go onto the website called wheeldecide.com, put the drivers on one wheel and the numbers on one wheel, spin them together, and put whichever driver is picked and whichever number is picked, put them together, and there we go. That driver will drive that car. But there are some rules that comes with this, and that is if we are doing the same series, if we are doing a series that we have done before, and so far we have done every series. We've done Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. Sometime down the line, I may do the Extreme Dirt Tour on the NASCAR Heat games, but we'll just have to wait and see. But if we are doing a series that we've done before, if we are revisiting the series, the rule is a driver cannot race for the same team that they raced in a previous season. So if in the first season, Chase Elliott drove for Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing. So in this season, he is not allowed to drive for Jennifer Jo Cobb, whether it is to his benefit or not. That's one of the rules. And any other rules I can think of, not off the top of my head. And with this series, I will be taking the wheel of whatever car Kyle Larson gets, because he's my favorite driver, and I can't just simulate all the races and actually have footage of it. So, yeah. For this, we will be... and I thought it'd just be more fun to actually have a racing series, a NASCAR series on the channel again. So, that's fine. So, going into this, all the drivers are random, and also the schedule is random. But this will not be a 36 race schedule, because we are doing the truck series, and I don't really care to do that many races. But we will not be doing the 23, and we will not be doing the normal 23 that the truck series normally does. We'll be doing 25. It's a nice middle ground there between trucks and Xfinity. And trying to get a random schedule for 25 races, let me tell you, it tried to give me every single track to race at twice. If I'm only doing 25 races, I want to have at least most tracks done at least once, which luckily I was able to do. But yeah, painful. So with all that being said, now we're going to just announce where all the drivers go. This is the fun part, right? Alright, so we're going to be starting with the Chevys, and I'm going to say this right now. There are more Chevy teams than are Ford and Toyota teams combined. So that's always fun. So we're going to be starting with the biggest team of Chevy, and that is GMS. So driving the number 2 will be Matt DiBenedetto. Driving the number 21 will be Martin Truex Jr. Driving the number 23 will be Michael McDowell. Driving the 26 will be Ross Chastain. Moving over now, we'll be going to Nice Motorsports. Driving the 40 will be Austin Dillon. Driving the 44 will be William Byron. Driving the number 45 will be Kevin Harvick. Next, we go to Young Motorsports, and driving the 02 will be Alex Bowman. And driving the 20 will be Kyle Busch. Next team is Reume Bros Racing. Driving the 00s, coincidentally, Quinn Half. And driving the 34 is Ryan Blaney. Next, we go to Jordan Anderson Racing. And driving the number 3 will be Denny Hamlin. Next, we go to AM Racing, and driving the 22 will be Christopher Bell. Next, we go to Wintron Racing. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. Driving the 32 will be Eric Jones. Next team is Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing, and driving the number 10 will be Ryan Preece. Next team is Hill Motorsports, and driving the number 56 will be Bubba Wallace. Next is Sipid something. I don't know the name of the team, and I didn't think of looking it up before this because I'm not very smart. Whatever that team name, I'll just call it Diver Motorsports Enterprises. Driving the number 3. Yeah, that's definitely what this is. Driving the number 97 will be Kurt Busch. And our final Chevy team, Mike Harmon Racing. Driving the number 74 will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Alright, moving on to Ford now. We're going to be starting with our biggest Ford team, which is Thor Sport Racing. Driving the number 13 will be Chase Elliott. Driving the 88 will be Eric Almirola. Driving the 98 will be Joey Logano. And driving the 99 will be Daniel Suarez. Moving over to Nemco. Driving the 8 will be Kyle Larson. Driving the 87 will be Brad Keselowski. Fun times. Moving over to our next team, which is DGR Crossley. Driving the number 15 will be Corey LaJoy. And our final Ford team, which is Front Row Motorsports, driving the number 38, is John Hunter Nemechek. Finally, we're at Toyota. And the biggest Toyota team is Kyle Busch Motorsports. Driving the number 4 will be Cole Custer. Driving the number 18 will be Chris Buescher. And driving the number 51 will be Chase Briscoe. Moving over, we have, I'm assuming, CGM. I'm thinking that means Clay Greenfield Motorsports, because on Heat 5, he's the one that drives the car, so I'm just going to go with that. And driving the number 68 will be Ty Dillon. And our final team, which is Hattori Racing Enterprises, driving the number 16 is Tyler Reddick. Instead of our normal 27 drivers, we now have 32. Because why not? So, anyways, with all that being said, now we're going to get to whatever the schedule is. So, our schedule, this is a 25 race schedule, and starting off the season, I most likely will never randomize the first race, just because I think it makes sense to have it at Daytona. So, first race is at Daytona. And immediately, we're going to be very random, because the second race is at Iowa. Then after Iowa, we will be going to Las Vegas. Then for race 4, we will be going to Darlington. And after we leave South Carolina, we'll be going to Kentucky for Kentucky. After Kentucky, we'll head to Tennessee for Bristol. And after Bristol, we're leaving the country, going all the way up to Canada, as we're going to be racing at Canadian Tire. I hope that's in Canada. If not, I'm going to feel stupid. After Canadian Tire, we will be going to our second road course in a row, which we have several of. We're going to be going to Watkins Glen, a track that Truck Series doesn't race at, but now they will. Okay, so I was right. Canadian Tire's in Canada. I don't know why NASCAR stopped ever racing at Lime Rock. That was a great track. Alright, moving on from Watkins Glen, we're going to go from road course to the longest track in NASCAR, Talladega. After Talladega, we're going to go to the race that got delayed 3 days, and that is Texas. Next, for race 11, we're going to be going to Richmond, Virginia, to race at Richmond. For race 12, we're going to be going to Indianapolis. For race 13, we're going to be going to Martinsville. Race 14, we're going to be going to California and racing at Auto Club. After Auto Club, we're going to be going to a track that doesn't even have a 2021 schedule, and that is Chicagoland. It also just scares me that Kentucky isn't on the 2021 schedule, but shush. After Chicagoland, we're going to be going to our third of 4 road courses, and that will be the Indianapolis Roval. After the Roval, we go to Sonoma. Then after Sonoma, on what is going to be a very hot day, considering how it is in the south and in the middle of the summer, we're going to be going to Atlanta. After Atlanta, we're going to be going to one of my personal favorite tracks. We're going to be going to Gateway, also now known as Worldwide Tech Raceway. I don't know why they changed it. I prefer Gateway. Anyways, after Gateway, we're going to be going to our first track with 2 dates, and that is Iowa. After Iowa, we're going to be heading up to Michigan. After Michigan, we're going to go over a couple states, go to Pennsylvania, and race at Pocono. After Pocono, we're going to go to our one and only dirt race, which is at Eldora. After Eldora, for race 24, we're going to be heading to Dover. And after Dover, we're going to be heading to the season finale, which is at Bristol. And for the season, there will be no playoffs. It's all season-long points. Or also no stage racing. So, yeah, no stage racing and playoffs. It's like the early 2000s. Yeah. So, yeah. With all that being said, refresher, for this series, this will be basically a normal NASCAR Let's Play. The only thing that's different, the schedule is randomized, and the drivers are randomized as well, and I will be racing as Larson. So, with all that being said, there's nothing left. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.